If anybody's here to buy that horse, go ahead and meet me out back. We're going to sell it out in the pen back there. So we're going there right now. 11:35. Be there at 11:35. All right, we got $2,000 for the horse. Just kidding. We got $10 for the horse. $10 for the horse. All right, we got 10 Sawnin and Sawnin Cross bucklings. These things are all well started on the bottle. The Bean Blossom Farm. And it says they've had their shot. BOSE shot. I got to find out what that stands for. Yeah. All right, buy one or buy them all here. $10 here, and gonna be 10. A little on Nina 10, 10 right there, and a 15, gonna be 15. $10 here, and gonna be 15, 15. Now 20, 20, gonna be 20. A little on Nina 20 to 25. 25, gonna be 30. $30 here, and gonna be 30. Minimum 30, gonna be 30. Here, you got 25 this way, and gonna be 30. 25 here, and gonna be 30. Gonna be 30. 25 here, now 30. Sold them your way, $25. How many do you want? 4092. Yeah. You take as many as you want right now, or we'll keep selling them. You want the one female? She'll take the one female. 4092. That's the female. 4094. Yep. 96. Yep. 89 and 91. Perfect. Yep. So 91's going out. What's that buyer number over there? 605. 605. Yep. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is there? 6 down there? Not 5. 6 left here. $10, gotta be 10. A little on Nina 10. A 15. 10 here, and gotta be $15. $10 here, and gotta be 15. A little on Nina 15. 15, gotta be 15. $10 here, gotta be 15. 10 now 15. 10 now 15. 10 now 15. Sold them right here. $10. Takes the rest of them. Number today? 601. 601. Yeah, we'll sell the doe there first. Is it a what? Doesn't look, they're too big. I'm not gonna keep them a family. 4069. Selling the big doe. 200, gonna be 200, little on 2, 2, 2, gonna be 200, minimum 2, 2, 2, gonna be 200, gonna be 200 over, 150, gonna be 150 right there in a 155. 150 here, gonna be 155. 155, gonna be 160 over, 160, 155, little on 150 over, 155, 160, 165, gonna be 165, 170 here, and gonna be 170, 175, little on 180 over, 185, gonna be 185, and 190 over, 195. Now 200 to 205, 205, gonna be 210 over, 215, gonna be 220 to 225, gonna be 225 to 230, minimum 235, 235, 230 here, and gonna be 235, little on 235, 55, 230 here, and gonna be 235, 230 here, and gonna be 235. All in and all done, sold it to you. 230 up there, buyer 34, $230, buyer 34. Okay, two billies. $100, gonna be 100, little on 100 over, you're gonna be 100, 100, minimum 100 over, you're gonna be 100, 100, $150, winner now 50. What do we got going on? What do you think? Oh, 340 pounds it says. We'll get a reweigh. Yeah. 140 pounds. All right, selling these two down here. $80, gotta be 80, a little running 80, minimum 80 here, gonna be 80, a little running 80, 80, 80, gonna be 80, over 65, gonna be 35, right there, 65 and 70, 65 here, gonna be 70, gotta be 70, 85 here, and 70, 70 now 75, you gotta be 75 right there, now 80, 80 here, gonna be 85, 85 to 90 up top, and 95 over here to 95, you gotta be 95 down here, 95, 100 over here, and gotta be 195 and 100, 95 here, and gotta be 100 over here to 95, and a little bit running 100, 95 and 100, I'm gonna bid 100, sold it to you, 95, 600, you want both? Takes both of them. Thank you. We're going to sell you that goat first there, Johnny. We'll sell the goat. The little one? I think is it a male or a female? Little weather. Yep. Selling you the goat. 20, what am I saying here? 40, gotta be 40. Little, you know, gotta be 40, gotta be $40 here. Minimum 40 right there. Now 45. 40 here, gotta be 45. Little, you know, 45, 45 and 50. 50, now 55, gonna be 55 and 60 over here. Now 65, gonna be 55, a little, you know, 70 over here, gonna be 70, 85 and 70. 65 here, and gonna be $70. 65 here, and gonna be 70, 85 here, and 70, 85, gonna be 70 all in and all done. Sold it to you. Buyer number 616. Buyer 616. Okay, we'll sell you the little ram lamb down there. 4068. The brown one in the corner here. $20. Gotta be 20. No, 20 to 25. Gonna be 25, 25. Gonna be 30 over here to 30. Minimum 35. Gonna be 35 and 40. 35 and 40. 35 here. And gotta be 40. No, 40, 40, 40. 35 down here. And gotta be 40. 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 Sold it to you at 35. 601. $35. 601. All right, sell the little female down there. 4067. $10. Gonna be 10. I got 10 now. 15. Gonna be 25, gonna be 25, 20 right there. Now 25, gonna be $30 and 35, minimum 35, gonna be 35 over here. 35, 30, 35. You want 35? 35 and 40, gonna be 40 and 45, gonna be $45 back to you, gonna be 45, 40 here, gonna be 45, 40 here, gonna be 45, 5, 40 here, gonna be 45. Sold it to you, $40 right there. 605, buyer 605, there you go. Okay, these are two yearling weathers right here. We'll sell you a choice. 100, gotta be 100 over here, 100, a little only 100 over here, 105, gotta be 105, 110, 110, 110, be 115 over here, 120, 120 over here, 125, gotta be 130, 130, 135, a little only 140 over here, 140, 145, 145, 140 here, and gotta be 145, 140 here, and gotta be 145, 145, and 150 over here, and gotta be 150 over here, 150, 150, and 155, 155, 160, 160 here, gotta be 160 up. 65 over here, 170 over here, 170, gonna be 175, 180 here, 185, 185, gonna be 190 over here, 190, gonna be 190, 195 over here, 195, and 200, I'm gonna be 2, 195, 200, and 205, now 210, 210 here, gonna be 210 over here, 210, 10, 10, gonna be 210 your way, 215, now 220, gonna be 220 to 225, now 230, 235, 235, gonna be 235, now 240 your way, 235, 240 to you, and gonna be 240, 235, and 240, now 245, 250 here, 250 here, and gonna be 250, and a little 255 up there, and a 260 over here, and gonna be 260, 255, 260, 255 here, and gonna be 260, 255, and gonna be 260 over here, 255, gonna be 260. Sold it to you, 255. Takes them both. 255 takes them both. 4101 and 4102. All right, what do we got here? Selling choice. We'll sell you a choice out of there. These things are they're ready to go. 50, down little Nina 50, gonna be 50, little Nina 50 right there now. 55, 50 here, gonna be 55, little Nina 55, 50, 55, 55, and 60 over here, gonna be 30 over here, sitting 75, 75, 75, 75, 70 your way, gonna be 70, 70 here, now 70, 65, gonna be 70 over here, 75, gonna be 70, 70, 70, 65, gonna be 70 over here, wanna be 70, now 75, 75, gonna be 75 over here, 75, 70, now 75, 70 here, gonna be 75, gonna be 75, 70 here, 75, gonna be 80 down here, gonna be 80 back to you, gonna be 80 over here, 75 and 80, 75 here, gonna be 80, gonna be 80, 70 high here, gonna be 80 over here, 75, gonna be 80, 80, 80, 75, 80, 75, 80, 75 here, and gonna be 80, all in and all done right there. 75, bud. Takes the two biggest ones. The 50, you got three left here. 50, now look at the Nina 50, gonna be 50, little Nina 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, gotta be 50 or 50, now 55, 50 here, gonna be 55, 55, and 60, 60 here, back to you down there, 60, now 65, gonna be 35, 70 over here, gonna be 70, 35, 70, 35 here, gonna be 70, $70, 65 here, gonna be 70, 85 here, gonna be 70, 85 here, gonna be 70, all in and all done, 65 right there, on 203 by goats, 203 by goats, 6. Let's sell you that big La Mancha a minute. She's only got 3 teats. Really friendly, though. Yeah. Well, she's got 3, I guess. 100, gotta be 100 over here, 100, little right here, 105. 100 here, gotta be 105, gotta be 105, 100 here, 105. 100 here, gotta be 105, little 105, over here, 105, now 110, gotta be 110, over here, 115, gotta be 120, over here, 120, gotta be 120, 120. Now 125, 125, gotta be 130, over here, 130, little 135, gotta be 140, over here, 140, 140, 140, 135, 140, 145, 145, gotta be 150, over here, 150, now 155, now 160, 165, gotta be 170, over here, 175, gotta be 180, over here, 180, 185, gotta be 190, over here, 190, 195, gotta be 200, minimum 2, 195 and 2, 195 here and gotta be 2, 195 here and gotta be 200, all in and all done. 195 up there, 195, buyer 31. Okay, selling the black one in the corner there. Let's do that. We'll sell choice. Choice of everything in the ring there. 40, gotta be 40, a little bit 40, 40 right there, now 45, gotta be 45 and 50, now 55, gotta be 60 over here, now 55, gotta be 70 here, now 75, 75, gotta be 80 over here, now 85, 85 and 90 up top, 85, 90, 85 here, and gotta be 90, 85, a little bit 90, gotta be 90 over here, now 85, gotta be 90, gotta be 90, 85 and 90, 85 and 90, right there, $85, sold it to you. Which one you want? Takes the female. What's that buyer number again? 605, was it? Hope so. All right, let's go again here. 40, gotta be 40, little need a 40 right there, and a 45. 40 and a 45, gotta be 50. 50 and a 55. 55 up top, and 60 here, and gotta be 55. 65, gotta be 70 over here, and a 70, 70, 70, 65 and 70. 65 here, gotta be 70 and a 75. 75, gotta be 80. 75 here, you gotta be 80, gotta be 80 over here, 75 and 80. 75 up top, you're 80, now 85. 85, 80 now 85. 80 here, and gotta be 85, gotta be 85. 80 now 85, gotta be 85, 85. Now 90. 90 here, and gotta be 90, 85, gotta be 90, 85 right here, and 90. 90, 95, gotta be 95 over here. 95 now 100. 100 over here, now 105. Gonna be 100 here. Gonna be 105. 105. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Sold it to you. 100. Al takes the brown one. 476 takes the brown one. 333. Excuse me. 4082 going out. Surprised nobody's picked that black one out yet. 40, gotta be 40. We'll go again here, and gotta be 40, 40, 40, now 45, 40, now 45, gotta be 50 over here, now 55. You want to be 55 up there? Now 60 here, and gotta be 60, now 65. 65, now 70. 70 over here, and gotta be 70, 75, 70, 75. You gotta be 70, 70 here. 65, 70, now 75. 80, 85, 85. Al, you want to be 85, 85. I got 80 right there. You need to be 85, 85 and 90. You gotta be 90 down here. 85, 90, 90 over here. You gotta be 90 now. 85 and 90, 85. Gotta be 90, 90 now. 95, 95 over here. You gotta be 95, 95, 90 here. And gotta be 95. Gonna be 95, 90 here. And gotta be 95. Gonna be 95, 5, 5. Sold it to you. 90, Cody. 90, 612. Buyer 612. Oh, which one do you want? The black one? Good choice. Okay, one left. Here we go. $40. Got to be 40. Now literally a 40, 40, now 45. Got to be 45. You want to be 45, 40, now 45. 40, now 45. 45. Got to be 50 over here, now 50, now 55. Got to be 55, and 55 and 60. 60, 65. 65. Got to be 70 over here, now 75. Got to be 70. You want to be 70 up top. 65 here, and got to be 70. 75 here, and got to be 70. Got to be 70. 65 and 70. 65 here, 70 where? 65 here, got to be 70. All in and all done. Sold it to you. 65 on 601. 65, 601. Okay, what do we got going on here? We'll sell the big one. His name is Tex. He's a 5-year-old Texel Ram. Registered breeder in Oregon as a lamb, selling as commercial. Easy on the ladies, easy on fences. Halter broke. Recently shorn and vaccinated in January. Adds amazing depth to a flock. 150, gotta be 150, a little under 150 over your 100, over here, gotta be 100, a little under 100, gotta be 100, minimum 100 over your 100, 100, right there. Now 105, 100 here, gonna be 105, gonna be 105, 100 here, gonna be 105, 5, 5, 1, 5, 10. 102, gotta be 110 here, 105, gonna be 110, over here, gotta be 110 to 115, over here 115, gonna be 120, over here 120, 120, 120, now 125, 125, gonna be 130, 130 here, gotta be 135, 135, gonna be 135, now 140, over here 140, 140, 140, 135, 140, now 145, 145, gonna be 150, over here 150, over here 145, 150, I'm right there now 155, now 160, 160 here, gonna be 175, now 170, gonna be 170, over here 175, gonna be 180, over here 180, 185, 185, 190, over here 195, 195 now 2, 195 here, gonna be 200, 195, gonna be 222, minimum 2, gonna be 2222, sold it to you 195, Jess. Buyer 269. Okay, we'll sell you the Dorper. Let's get a story on him too here. His name is Dice. He's 3 years old. Dorper Ram. Purchased from a registered breeder in Eastern Washington as a lamb. Selling his commercial. Throws great square lambs. Kind to the ladies. Easy on fences. Halter broke. Kinda. Recently shorn and vaccinated in January. 100. Gonna be 100 over your 100. 100. 100. 100. Gotta be 100 over your 100 over your 100. 100. I got 50. Now 55. 50 here, gotta be 55, 55, 55, 50 here, gonna be 55, gonna be 55, and 60 over here, 65, gonna be 70 here, 70, 75, 75, 75, 80, 80 here, gotta be 85, 85, gonna be 85, 80 here, now 85, 80 now, gonna be 85, Jess, now 90 here, gotta be 95, and 100, 105, 105, 110 over here, gotta be 110, 105 here, and gotta be 110 over here, 115 over here, 115, 120, now 125, 125, gotta be 130 over here, 135, gotta be 140 over here, 145, gotta be 150 over here, 150, 155 over here, 155, 160 over here, 165, 165, yes? Now 170, 170 here, 165 here, and gotta be 170 over here, 135, gotta be 170, 165, 170, sold it to you, 165, same way. There we go. What's that? We got a ram in there. I got a ram right here we're selling. Selling the one in the corner there. 100. Got to be 100 over here. 105. 100. Got to be 105 over here. 100. A little 105. 110 over here. Got to be 110. 115. Got to be 120 over here. 120. 125. Got to be 130. 130 over here. 135. Got to be 140 over here. 145. 150. 155. Got to be 160 over here. 160. Got to be 160. 155. 160. Now 165. 165. Now 170 here, gotta be 175, 175, gotta be 180 over here, 180 over here, 180, now 185, gotta be 185, 190 over here, 195, 195 now 2, gotta be 205 over here, 205, 55, 210, gotta be 215 over here, 215, 220, 225, 225, 220 here, gotta be 225, 55, 220 here, gotta be 225, sold it to you, 220, 34, 220, buyer 34, 4104. Yep. I think we got this one's a year old. A year and a half old ewe there. 100, gonna be 100 over here to 100, 105, 105, gonna be 105, 100 here, gonna be 105, 55, 100 here, gonna be 105, 55, it's a Katahdin, 105, 110, 110 here, gotta be 115, gotta be 120, now 125, gotta be 125, 130, 135, you gotta be 135 there, 140, gotta be 145 down here, 145 and 150, 155, gotta be 160 over here, and 165, gotta be 165, 165, 170 here, now 175, gotta be 175, 55, gotta be 175, 175, I got 170 here, you gotta be 175, 170 here, and gonna be 175, 55, gonna be 175. Sold it up top, 170 buyer 34, 170 buyer 34. Okay, you got a little weather down there. I got a story on him. Three-and-a-half-month-old Weather, born 1/19/2024. He's a Romney Suffolk cross, great fiber sheep. 60, gotta be $60 here, 60, no, I got 60 now, 65, 60 here, 65, gotta be 70 here, 75, gotta be 80 here, 80 now, 85, 85, gotta be 90 here, 95, gotta be 100 over here, 105, 100 here, and gotta be 105, 5, 5, 100 here, and gotta be 105, 105, 100 here, and gotta be 105, 5, 5, all in and all done. 100 right here, 269, 269. I don't know. Pigs. It looks like that Guernsey bull calf's on the way in here. Two and a half weeks old, Guernsey bull calf. Nice little calf there. 100, gotta be 100 over here, 100, 100, I'm gonna be 100, gotta be 100 over here, 150, gotta be 50, 50, 50, gotta be 50, 50, 50, 50, gotta be 50, 45, gotta be 45, 10, who give me 10 on them, 10, you say yeah, 10, now 15, gotta be 15, 10, gotta be $15, 10, 15, now 20, 20 here, gotta be 25, 25, gotta be 30, now 35, 35, gotta be 40, over here, 45, gotta be 50, over here, 55, 55 your way, 55, 60 here, and gotta be 65, gotta be 65, 60 here, and gotta be 65, 60 over here, and gotta be 65, city here, and gotta be 65, and gotta be 65, city here, and gotta be 65, sold it to you, 60 right here. Going to 508. Yep. That'd look good in your yard. Right? The only problem is he ain't eating grass yet. He ain't eating grass yet. All right, look at this thing, a little 10-month or 10-week-old, kind of a barrel. So here's the deal: they castrated him, and they only found one nut, so there could be one hiding in there. That way, we're all on the same page there. Everybody knows. 10 weeks old. 100, gonna be 100 over here, 100, gonna be 100 right there. Now 105, 100 here, gonna be 105, 100 here, gonna be 105, 5, 5, gonna be 105, 100 here, 105 where? 105, 110, 110, gonna be 115 over here. 120, 120 over here, 125, gonna be 130 over here, 130, now 135, gonna be 140 over here, 140, now 145, gonna be 140, 145. I got you at 140, need 145, 140 here, gotta be 145, 5, 5, 140 here, now 145, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 140. That's a steal. Buyer 603, buyer 603, thank you. £40, huh? Matt, you got the farm put back together over there? What a deal, huh? Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't believe it. Insurance? Did the guy have any insurance? Oh, man. Okay, okay. Let's never know what life's going to throw at you, do you? get those at? Probably getting cold. Oh, really? Well, thanks for telling me. Yeah. They get their shipments. They want to clean out. Yeah. 2 boars, right? 7 months old here. Got a couple breeder prospects. Sell you a choice. 7-month-old boar hogs here. Actually, let me tell you more. Jet and Puff are their names. 7-month-old Duroc cross boars. Their sire was a registered Duroc and the sow is a commercial Duroc cross. Should be eager breeders, vaccinated and wormed in March, easy to handle, electric fence broke, and they love marshmallows. Sell your choice there. You got to be 50, 50. Got to be 50 right there, and a 55, 50 here. Got to be 55, a little running a 55. Who'd have been 55? Got to be 55, 55. Yes, 50 now, 55. You're 55. Now 60, 60 here. 100 now, 105. You want to be 105, Gary? 105. Got to be 110 over here. Got to be 110, 110, 115 over here. 110. Got to be 115. 110 here. Got to be 115. 110 here. Got to be 115. 15. 110. Got to be 115. All in and all done. 110 right there, Al. 476. Takes them both. Attaboy. Yeah. That's what friends are for. Exactly. I need to get that written on the wall in here. Is that going to do her? Okay, let's sell the stuff I got up here. Lot 24. I got a box of Cochin Bantam chicks here. Little baby chicks. There's 4 of them in here. Four baby chicks. $10 gonna be 10, little Nina 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, over here gonna be 10, 10, 10, little Nina 10, 10, 10. How about $5 here? Gonna be fine, little Nina 5, 5, 5, gonna be 5 right there. Now $7.50, $5 here, gonna be 7.50, gonna be 7.50, $5 here, gonna be 7.50, gonna be 7.50, $5 here, gonna be 7.50, $5 here, gonna be 7.50, 7.50, 7.50, all in and all done. Sold them to you. 5, 412, 412. Thanks for coming in, Corny. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, lot 47. You get a dozen chicken eggs here. $3 gotta be 3, little onion 3, 3, 3, minimum 3, gotta be 3, little onion 3, 3, 3, $2, $2 gotta be 2 right there. Now 3, 3 now 4. There you are. Now 4, Mo. You gotta be 4, $3 here and gotta be 4, $3, little 4, little 4, 4, 4, and gotta be 4, $3 here and 4, $3 here now 4. All in and all done. $3.606, $3.606. You want another dozen? He'll take lot 46. And lot 48. He's got him. Yep. Lot 48 on him. Okay, we got 18 duck eggs. Lot number 50. $18 duck eggs here. What do you want to bet on these ones here? You gotta be $5 here. You gotta be fine. Little India 5, 5, 5. Gotta be 5, 5, 5. 18 duck eggs. $4, gotta be four, a little bit on need a four, gotta be four, a little bit on need a four, gotta be four, gotta be four. $2, gotta be two now three, gotta be three now four, gotta be four, a little bit on need a four, $3 here and four. You wanna be four, Steve? Three here, now four, $3 here, and gotta be four, a little bit on need a three now four, and gotta be four and $3, Brandon off now four, $3 now four, $3 now four. You wanna be four now five, gotta be five, four, a little bit now five. Four now five, sold it to you, $4, $4 on 412. Do you want another 18 pack for $4? Okay, 51 on her. Okay, lot 37, 18 pack of chicken eggs. Some nice brown ones. $5 here, I'm going to be buying right there now. $5 here, I'm going to be... Got two together? All right, guys. You get two 18 packs. $10 here, I'm going to be doing a little on 10, going to be 10. $8 for two 18 packs, chicken eggs. $8 now, $9, going to be 9, a little on 9, $8 a little on 9. $8 here, going to be 9, a little on 9, going to be 8 over here, 9, minimum 9, 8 there, now 9, 8 now 9. Sold them to you, $8.34. You want to double down on that? He'll take lot 38 also. Maybe it'll come up here on the computer. I like how you can just cut them in half. That's pretty sweet. Six-pack. Okay, looks like 6 duck eggs here. Muhammad. Okay, what am I doing here? Lot 49, you get 6 duck eggs. $1, gotta be $1 now 2, gotta be $2 here, 2 now 3, gotta be $3, $2 now 3, $2 here, gotta be 3, minimum 3, $2 here, gotta be 3, $2 now 3, $2 here, gotta be 3. Sold them to you, Terry, $2, $2.14. Lot 41 says here fertile turkey eggs. Oh, he's here. Yeah, fertile turkey eggs here. Put them in the incubator. What if a hen would lay on them? There you go, Jess. You haven't raised turkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's a dozen in there. Fertile turkey eggs. $5, gonna be buying a little in a $5, minimum $5 here, gonna be buying a little in a $5, gonna be buying a little in a $5. $2, gonna be 2, minimum 2 right there, now 3, $2 here, gonna be 3, minimum $3, 3 now 4, 4 here, gonna be 4, 3 here now 4. You wanna be 4? 3 here, gonna be 4, and $3 here, gonna be 4, and a little in a 4, $3 now 4, $3 now 4. Sold them to you there, Johnson. $3. $4.50. $4.15. Kenny. Been trying to think of his first name all day. All right, looks like we get a dozen chicken eggs from the Twisted Z farm. $3, gotta be 3, a little in a 3, minimum 3, got 2, now 3, $2 here, gotta be 3, a little in a 2, a little in a 3, gotta be 3, $2 here, now 3, 2.5, now 3, 2.5 here, gotta be 3, bud, do you want to be 3, 2.5, now 3, bud, 3, how about 2.75 over there, bud, 2.75, now 3, here we go, gotta be $3 here and a 3.25, 3.25 here, $3 here, and gotta be 3.25, and a little on a 3.25, and gotta be 3.25, and sold them to you, $3.34, $3.34. Okay, getting 4 goose eggs. Lot 52. They're all wrapped up. $4 gonna be $4 4 and gonna be $4 here and gonna be $4 4 minimum $4 here and $2 gonna be $2 minimum $2 getting 4 goose eggs here. $1 and gonna be $1 gonna be 1 over here 1 1 gonna be 1 I got 1 now 2 $1 here and gonna be 2 $1 here and gonna be 2 $2 gonna be 2 $1 here and gonna be 2 sold them to you $1 over there somewhere. Who was it? $1 right there. 88? No, what's your number again? 18? 18? We already did this one, right? Yeah. It's already been in that box. Oh, did we? Yeah. That's a fertile turkey egg. Yeah. That calf? That's coming Wednesday. No, it's pending right now. She's going to maybe see if it'll go on the cow. It's Johnny Oxford's. Johnny Oxford will tell you all about it. But if it does show up, we're going to sell it at the feeder sale. We've decided. Should be a big hit. Oh, yeah. Is this your water, Terry? No. I think it's mine. Well, that's a fancy hutch there. What's the lot number on that hutch? I think it's lot number 3, isn't it? We'll just sell that thing right off the bat. We're going to sell that hutch. $5 gonna be fine. A little bit fine. Who'd be fine? Gonna be $5 over here. Gonna be fine. Gonna be 2.5. Gonna be $2.5. 2.5 now 5. 2.5 here. Gonna be 5. 2.5. A little bit 5. Gonna be $5. 2.5. Gonna be 5. We're gonna 2.5 and 5. 2.5 and 5. Sold it to you 2.5. 500. Buyer 500. Lot 34. Getting some rope. $1 gotta be 1 a little under 1 later now 2 now 3 gotta be $4 here and gotta be 4 now 5 gotta be 6 over here and 6 now 7 gotta be 8 over here no 8 7 now 8 I got you at 7 there Al need 8 7 here 8 now 9 gotta be 9 over here now 10 10 now 11 over here gotta be 12 and then 13 gotta be 13 and 14 gotta be 14 14 13 14 15 15 over here 14 here and gotta be 15 gotta be 15 14 here and gotta be 15 14 15 all in and all done. $14 buyer 34 $14 buyer 34. Lot 31 power cord. $5 gotta be 5 a little under 5 I got 5 right there now 7.5 $5 here and gotta be 7.5 gotta be 7.5 $5 7.5 now 10 10 here 7.5 here and gotta be 10 7.5 here and gotta be 10 10 10 7.5 gotta be 10 7.5 and 10 7.5 and 10 sold at 7.5 34 7.5 34. Heat lamp I'll be 2.5 right now and gotta be 5 2.5 gotta be 5 a little under 5 5 5 2.5 5 7.5 5 here, 7.5. 5 here, gotta be 7.5. 7.5 now 10. 10 here, 12.5. 12.5, gonna be 12.5. 10 here, gonna be 12.5. Gonna be 12.5 and 15 over here and 15. 12.5 and 15. 12.5 here, and gonna be 15. Gonna be 15. 12.5 and 15. Sold it to you 12.5 right there. 601. 12.5. 601. Heavier duty there, cord. They're guinea fins. All right, what do you want to be on the cord there? $5 going to be 5 right there and a 7.5. $5 here going to be 7.5. 7.5. $5 here going to be 7.5. Going to be 7.5. $5 and 7.5. $5 here going to be 7.5. Going to be 7.5. $5 here going to be 7.5 and 10. Going to be 10 10 10. Going to be 10 and 12.5. 12.5 here. $10 going to be 11 over here. Going to be 11 over here. 10 11. 10 11. 10 here. Going to be 11. Sold it to you 10 right there, Gary. It looks like you're going to take her home What's your number? 105, 105. Hey, had a late night at Cinco de Mayo, okay, so. Lot 32. Where's AJ at? He's probably wants to buy those. $10 and gotta be 10 a little and 10. I got 5. Now 7.5, 10. You gotta be 10 to 12.5. 12.5 here, 10 to 12.5. $10 here, 12.5. Gotta be 12.5. $10 here, and gotta be 12.5. Gotta be 12.5 and 15. 15. Back to you. Gotta be 15, 17.5. Now 20. Now 22.5. 22.5. Now 25. Gotta be 25. 22.5 here, and gotta be 25. Gotta be 25. 22.5 and 25. 22.5. Gotta be 25. Right here. Sold it 22.5 on 214. 22.5, 214. I didn't get any. You didn't even share any with me. Johnny, don't make me explain this. I won't. Okay. You're fine. I didn't bring my gun today, so yeah. Huh? No. That's okay. That's fine. I'm not much of a cooker. Let him cook. He likes them. He can do them. Okay, what do we got there? Rooster? Don't make me explain the butter clam incident, Johnny. I know, and I don't even care that you didn't give me any. 2.5 months to 3 months old. Getting 3 in there. $10 gotta be 10 a little need a 10, 10, 10, bit of 10 here, gotta be 10 to 12.5. $10 here, gotta be 12.5, a little bit of need a 12.5, gotta be 12.5, a little bit of money, 12.5, 12.5, 15, 15, 17.5. You gotta be 17.5 over here, 15, 17.5, 15 here, 17.5, 15, 17.5, now 20, gotta be 20 up top and 22.5, back to you. 22.5, gotta be 22.5 down there, and gotta be 22.5, 20 here, you gotta be 22.5. Sold them $20, 34. It's gonna be a rooster. There we go. 15, gotta be $15 here, minimum 15, gotta be 15, 15, 10, now 12.5, gotta be 10 to 12.5, gotta be 12.5, 10 here and 12.5, 12.5, 15, 15 over here, and gotta be 15, 17.5, 15 here, you gotta be 17.5, now 20, you gotta be 20 over here, and 22.5, gotta be 22.5 over here, and 22.5, 20 here, and 22.5, 22.5, now 25, 22.5 here, and gotta be 25, 22.5 here, gotta be 25, sold them to you, 22.5, buyer number 618, buyer 618, thank you. Lot number 45. Olive Eggers and some Delawares. Oh. Yeah. Are they really small? Okay. 15, gotta be $15 here, and gotta be 15, a little Nina 15, 15, gotta be 15, 10, gotta be $10 here, minimum 10, gotta be 10, a little Nina 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, $5, $5 right there. Now 7.5, fine, gotta be 7.5, and divine, gotta be 7.5, $5 here, and gotta be 7.5, $5 here, and gotta be 7.5, 7.5, now 10, 10 here, 12.5, 12.5. You want to be 12.5 over here, and 12.5, and gotta be 15 over here, and 15, 15, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 17.5, 15 here, gonna be 17.5, 15, gonna be 17.5, all in and all done. 15 on 412, 15 on 412. No, they're pretty big. Yeah. All right. $10 and gotta be 10 a little in a 10, 10, 10, a little bit on 10, 10, 10, $5 here and gotta be 5 a little in a 5, $5 here and gotta be 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 2.5, 2.5, gotta be 2.5 right there. Now 5, 2.5, a little need a 5, 5, 5, 2.5, gotta be fine, 2.5 and 5. 2.5, gotta be 5, 2.5 here, and gotta be fine, gotta be 5, and 2.5 and 5. Sold them to you, 2.5. 601. Lot number 15. You're getting 3 rabbits. $5, gotta be fine, a little in the 5, gonna be fine, dollars here, gonna be fine, gonna be fine, gonna be fine, 2.5, gonna be 2.5 right there now, 5, 2.5, gonna be fine, 5, 5, 2.5 and 5, 2.5 here, and gotta be 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, now $7.5, $5, gonna be 7.5 and 10, 10 up top, gonna be 7.5 here, now 10, 7.5 here, and gonna be 10, 10, 10, and gonna be 10, 7.5, gonna be 10, all in and all done. Al's got him for 7.5. 476, look at that. What a generous man. Did your good deed for the day. Put him on Al. No. Yeah. You get 3 there. 2.5. Gonna be 2.5. Gonna be 2.5 now. 5. $2. 2.5. Could you do 2.5? I got you for 2. Now 3. $2 here. Gotta be 3. $2 3. $2 3. 3. 3. Gotta be 3. $2 3. $2 3. Gonna be 3. 3. 3. $2 now 3. $2 now 3. Sold them to you, Chad. $2. 237. 237. All right. I got you getting 2. 2.5, gotta be 2.5 right there, 2.5. I'll be 5, you gotta be 7.5. 7.5 here, and gotta be 7.5. I can be 10, now 12.5. You gotta be 12.5, 10 and 12, and I got 12.5 and 15. 12.5, gotta be 15, 12.5, gotta be 15, I mean 12.5, gotta be 15, 15, 12.5, gotta be 15, all in and all done. Sold them to you at 12.5 on 601. You want another one? Same thing? You want another one? Takes that one too. Oh, really? Lot number 11. You get 1. What's that? I don't think we know much about them. 2.5, gonna be 2.5, then a little on 2.5 right there now 5, 2.5, gonna be 5, and 7.5, gonna be 7.5 your way now 10, 10 here, and gonna be 12.5, 12.5 here, and 10, gonna be 12.5 and 15 over here, gonna be 15, 15, 12.5 and 15, 12.5 here, and gonna be 15, 12.5 here, and gonna be 15, gonna be 15, sold them to you, 12.5 right there, buyer number 619, buyer 619. Lot number 7. You get 3. I'll be 10 on him. Gonna need 12.5. $10 here, 12.5. Gonna be 15, 15, 12.5. Gonna be 15. I'm gonna be him in 12.5. Now 15, 12.5 here. Gonna be 15. A little in 15, 15, 12.5. Gonna be 15, 12.5 here and 15, 12.5 here. Gonna be 15, 15, 12.5 here. Gonna be 15. Sold them to you 12.5 on 601. You get 2. I'm 10. Who's 12.5? I'm gonna be 12.5. $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. I'm gonna be 12.5. $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. I'm gonna be 12.5. $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. I'm gonna be 12.5. 12.5. Now 15. 12.5 here. I'm gonna be 15. 15. 12.5 and 15. 12.5 here. I'm gonna be 15. 15. 12.5. I'm gonna be 15. Sold them to you 12.5 right there. 601. You get 3. I'm 10. Who's 12.5? $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. A little onion is 12.5. $10 here. I'm gonna be 12.5. Sold it my way. $10. Lot number 5. Look at that. 20, gotta be $20 here, gotta be 20, little into 20, 20, 20, minimum 20, gotta be 20 here, minimum 20, gotta be 20, gotta be 20, 15, gotta be $15 here, gotta be 15, 15, gotta be 15, $10 where, gotta be 10, little into 10, 10, 10, minimum 10, gotta be $10 here, minimum 10, how about $5 on the big goose, now 5, now 10, $5 here, gotta be 10, little into 10, 10, 10, minimum 10, $5 here, gotta be 10, $5 now 10, $5 now 10, sold it to you, $5, what in the world, 34. Why don't you get Travis on the phone a minute and see if he wants Keith? $5 here, gonna be fine a little. I'm sure he'll buy another one for 5. Now 10, now 15, gonna be 15. Dollars and 15, 15 now 20, 20 over here, 15. I see somebody over here, 15 here, and gotta be 20, gotta be 20 over 20 now 25, 25, 25, 20 here, and gotta be 25, 20 here, and gotta be 25, gotta be 25. All in and all done. $20 right here, 203. Lot number 13. What's it say on the corner there? So you get three females that are laying eggs. You get 3, you betcha. Here we go. Want to be 20, 20 to little into 20. Got to be 20 over into 20. Got to be 20 right there now. 25, 20 here. How about 22 and a half? 20 here. Got to be 22 and a half. 22 and a half. Got to be 25. Or you're 25. Got to be 25. 22 and a half. Got to be 25. 25, 22 and a half. 25, 27 and a half. 27 and a half. Got to be 30. 30 now. 32 and a half. Got to be 32 and a half. 35. Got to be 37 and a half. 37 and a half. Got to be 40. 40 here. 37 and a half. Got to be 40. Over here. 37 and a half. Got to be 40. Sold it to you. 37 and a half. 203. Lot number 1. You get 2. Gonna be roosters. $10 gotta be 10. Little into 10. Gotta be 10. Over here. Gotta be 10. 10. 10. Get 2. $10 gotta be 10. Gotta be 10. 10. 10. 2 roosters. $10 gotta be 10. Little into 10. 10. 10. Right there. Now 12 and a half. $10 here. Gotta be 12 and a half. Gotta be 12 and a half. $10. I'm gonna be 12 and a half. Gotta be 12 and a half. 10. 12 and a half. 10 here. Gotta be 12 and a half. Sold them to you. $10 right there. 618. 618. Thank you. Lot 44. What do we got there? Naked neck rooster, no cage. $10 gonna be 10. A little into 10. I got 10 right there. Now 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. Gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. Gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. Sold it to you. $10, Mackenzie. Buyer number what? 617. 617. Lot 28, no cage. 3 white leghorns. And with an egg. Yeah, we got boxes. One rooster in there, 2 hens, 1 rooster. A breeding trio. 15, gonna be $15 here, gonna be 15, 15 right there. Now 17 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, gonna be 20, now 22 and a half, gonna be 22 and a half, gonna be 25, 25, 25, 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, gonna be 30, 30 down here, 27 and a half there, and gonna be 30, 27 and a half, gonna be 30, a little, I need the 30, 30, 30, minimum 20, 27 and a half, now 30, 27 and a half, gonna be 30. Sold them to you, 27 and a half, 34, 27 and a half, buyer 34. Lot 26, no cage. 2. 2 Easter eggers. $10 gonna be 10, a little Nina 10, 10, 10, who'd be 10, gonna be $10 here, gonna be 10, 10, 10, $5 gonna be fine, a little I got 5 right there now, 7 and a half, $5 here, 7 and a half, gonna be 10, 10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, we're gonna 10 and 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, $10 here, now about 11, I'll go 11 if it helps. $10, now 11, 10 here, gonna be 11, over here, gonna be 11, 10, 11, now 12, gonna be 12, 12, now 13, gonna be 13, 12, now 13, 12 here, gonna be $13, 12, gonna be 13, a little bit of money, 13, 13, 13, 12 and 13, 12 and 13, 12 and 13, did you say it? 13, now 14, 14, sold it to you, 13 over there. Buyer number what? 619, thank you. Lot 53, no cage. Getting 1 rooster. There you go, $10, gonna be 10, a little money, 10, 10, 10, a little money, 10, gonna be 10, over here, a little money, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, $5 here, gonna be fine, a little money, 5 right there. Now 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, 5 and 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half. Sold it to you, 5, buyer 34, $5, buyer 34. Lot 29, no cage. Oh, wow. There you go. You get 2. And these are Jersey Giants? $5 gonna be fine, a little $5, minimum 5 right there. Now 7 and a half, $5 gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, all in and all done. You wanna be 7 and a half? $5 here, 7 and a half. Sold them to you, $5, 607, $5, 607. Bantam Cochin Hen. Little fast one. Nice little hen there. 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, a little under 12 and a half right there. Now 15, 12 and a half, gonna be 15, 15, 12 and a half, now $15. 12 and a half here, and gonna be 15, gonna be 15, 12 and a half, gonna be 15, over 12 and a half, gonna be 15, 12 and a half, gonna be 15. Sold it to you 12 and a half on 6 and 17, 617. Lot 55, no cage. Gonna be a rooster. $10, gonna be 10, a little under 10. I got 10 and 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, a little under 12 and a half. 10 now 12 and a half. $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half. All in and all done. $10, 34. Sold it to you, $10, 34. Lot 43, no cage. Polish hens, it says here. Quite the hairdo on there. Yeah. Is that what your hair looked like back in the 80s, Terry? Similar. You getting 5 of them in there? $20, gotta be 20, the little Indian 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20, 15, gotta be $15 here, minimum 15, 15, gotta be $15 here, $10, gotta be 10 right there, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, you gotta be 20, now 22 and a half, gotta be 25, gotta be 25 your way, 25, you gotta be 25, 27 and a half, now 30, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, you gotta be 32 and a half over there, 32 and a half, gotta be 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, I got 35 here, need 37 and a half, 35, gotta be 37 and a half and 40, 40 to 42 and a half, you gotta be 42 and a half, back to you sir, 42 and a half, gotta be 42 and a half, yes, 42 and a half, I got 40 here, you gotta be 42 and a half, gotta be 42 and a half, all in and all done, sold them to you, 40, what's that number again, 605, buyer 605, lot 54, no cage, you get one. Looks like a rooster already, doesn't it? Good work. Getting a rooster there. 7.5, gonna be 7.5, 7.5 right there. Now 10, gonna be 10, 7.5, gonna be $10, 7.5, a little 10, 10, 10, 7.5 and 10. 7.5 here, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, 7.5, gonna be 10, all in and all done. Sold it to you, 7.5, 34, 7.5 buyer 34. Lot 56. No cage, going to be a duck. There you go. Holy smokes. Hang on to it. It's a Muscovy. Muscovy scratcher. 20, you gotta be doing it a little in 20, 20, 20, you gotta be 20 over here in 20, a little in 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20. Are you alright? He's strong. $10, gotta be 10, a little into 10. Big Muscovy there, $10, I got 10 right there, and 12 and a half, then a little 12 and a half, a little 12 and a half. Got $10 here, 12 and a half. $10, 12 and a half. $10 here, and gotta be 12 and a half, gotta be 12 and a half, a little 12 and a half, gotta be 15 over here in 15. Mo, back to you, 15, gotta be 15, 17 and a half. Now 20, 20 here, and gotta be 20, a little into 20, 20, 20, 20, now 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 20 here, and gotta be 22 and a half, gotta be 22 and a half, 20 here, and gotta be 22 and a half. Sold at $20, 34, $20, put it on 34. Lot 36, got some guinea fowl. No cage. Yep. $20, gonna be doing a little in 20, 20, 20, gonna be 20, a little in 20, 20, 20, gonna be 20, $10, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, 10, 10 right there. Now 12 and a half, 10, a little bit of 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, 10 and 12 and a half, 12 and 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half. You gotta be 17 and a half right there. Now 20. You gotta be 20, 20, 17 and a half. How about 20 over here? You gotta be 20 over here to 20 to 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. Gotta be 22 and a half. 20 to 22 and a half. You're on 22 and a half. 20 right there. Now 22 and a half. 20 here. 22 and a half. Gotta be 25. Gotta be 25. 22 and a half. Gotta be 25. 27 and a half. 25 here. And gotta be 27 and a half. Gotta be 27 and a half. 25 here. And 27 and a half. I can be 27 and a half right here. You gotta be 30. You gotta be 30. I mean 27 and a half. Gotta be 30. 27 and a half here. You're 30. Now 32 and a half my way. Now 35. You gotta be 35. 30. I'm doing a half. Gotta be 35. 32 and a half here. Now 35. I'll be 37 and a half. You gotta be 40. 37 and a half. Gotta be 40. 37 and a half here. And gotta be 40. Gotta be 40. All in and all done. All in and all done. 37 and a half. 484. Me. Well, we're gonna be putting all this on Tiana. We'll fix it later. 3 more? Yep. You get 2 more there. 3 more. 15, gonna be 15, 15 now, 17 and a half, 15, gonna be 17 and a half, gonna be 20, now 22 and a half, 22 and a half, gonna be 25, gonna be 25, and 27 and a half, gonna be 27 and a half, 27 and a half your way, 27 and a half, now 30, 30 here, and 32 and a half, 30 here, gonna be 32 and a half, I'll be 32 and a half, you gotta be 35, 35 here, I'll be 37 and a half, you gotta be 40, 37 and a half, you're 40, now 42 and a half, 40 here, and gonna be 42 and a half, 40 here, and gonna be 42 and a half, all in and all done, they're yours, $40, 618, is what's your number? 618, yes sir. Lot number 42, no cage. 3 hens, turkey hens. Nice young hens there. 20, gotta be doing a little in a 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20 over in a 20, a little in a 20, 20, 20 right there in a 22 and a half. 20 here, gotta be 22 and a half, 22 and a half. Now 25, 25, 27 and a half, gotta be 30. 40 right there. You got to be 42 and a half. 42 and a half. Got to be 45. 45. Got to be 47 and a half. 45 here. You got to be 47 and a half. Got to be 50 down there. Got to be 50, 50, 52 and a half. Got to be 52 and a half. Got to be 55. 55. Got to be 57 and a half. Now 60, 60, 60, 57 and a half. 60, 62 and a half. 62 and a half. Got to be 55. 55. Got to be 67 and a half. 67 and a half. Yep. Now 70. Got to be 70. Now 72 and a half. Got to be 72 and a half. Got to be 75. 75 down here. Got to be 75. Now 77 and a half. 77 and a half. 75 here. Got to be 76. 75 here. Got to be 77 and a half. Now 80. You got to be 80 over 77 and a half. Got to be 80 over 77 and a half. Here and got to be 80, 77 and a half. Here and got to be 80, got to be 80, 77 and a half, and 80 all in and all done. Sold them to you. 77 and a half on 605. 605. This is like a year-old Tom Turkey right here. Lot number 39. No cage. Was that last one a no cage? Okay. Big old turkey there. Big Tom. 75, gonna be $75 here, gonna be $40 here, gonna be 40, gonna be 40, 35 here, gonna be 35, 35 right there. Now 40, 35, gonna be 40, now 45, 45, gonna be 50, 50 now 55, 55, gonna be 55, 60 over here, 60 now 65, gonna be 55 now 70, 70 now 75, 75, 70 here. How about 72 and a half over there? Gonna be 70 here, 72 and a half. I got 70 here, gonna be 72 and a half, gonna be 72 and a half. 70 here and 72 and a half, gonna be 72 and a half, 70 here and gonna be 72 and a half, all in and all done. Right there, $70, 605, $70, 605. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of bags too today. Lot number 27. 2 laying hens, 2 guinea pigs. Yeah. 2 female guinea pigs. They pretty much look the same. Couple tan. Is it tan and white? Yeah. 2.5. Who give me 2.5? Do it a little. Need to do and a hang. Gonna be 2.5. You're gonna do 2.5 right there. Now 5. Do and a hang. Gonna be vinyl. Little. Do and a hang. Gonna be $5. 2.5. How about 3? 3. Do and a hang. Little 3. 2.5 here. Gonna be 3. 2.5 here. Gonna be 3. Gonna be 3. 2.5. Now 3. Sold it to you. 2.5 on buyer number. It's been a while. Buyer number 613. 613. What are we going to call that? Little rooster. Tam, going to be 2.5. Little into 2.5. Going to be 2.5 right there. Now 5. 2.5. Going to be vinyl. Little 2.5. Little 5. 5. 5. 2.5. You're going to be 5. 2.5. Going to be $5. 2.5. Going to be fine. Going to be fine. 2.5 here. Going to be fine. Going to be fine. Going to be 5. Sold it to you. 2.5. 34. 2.5. 34. What was the buyer number on that? Or the bidder number? Or the lot number? You're getting a copper cockerel rooster. 2.5, gonna be 2.5 right there now. 5, 2.5, a little, 2.5, a little, 5, 5, 5, 2.5. You're gonna be fine, 2.5 here now. 5, gonna be 5. Over here to 2.5, gonna be 5. Sold it to you. 2.5, 34, 2.5, 34. Takes them all. Well, I don't know. Well, if we find more roosters like that. You can give them all the little roosters. 23, lot 23 going the same way. Lot 22 going the same way. should have. What lot number? Lot 19, same way. Just send it. We'll sell lot 20 then. Kenzie, you gonna help her get to the bottom of that real quick. We're good, she says. We're good. Olive Egg or Rooster? 2.5. Got to be 2.5 now. 5. 2.5. A little. 2.5. A little. 5. 5. 5. 2.5. You're gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. A little. 2.5. Gonna be 5. 2.5. Gonna be 5. Sold it to you. 2.5. 34. 2-year-old olive egg or hen. What'd you say, Sarah? Lot 17. Oh, 2-year-old hen. $10. Gotta be done a little. Need a 10. Gotta be done a little. 10 right there. Now 12.5. Gotta be 15. 15. Gotta be 17.5 down here. 17.5. Now 20. 20 here. Gotta be 20. 17.5 and 20. 17.5 here. Now 20. 17.5 down here. Gotta be 20. 17.5 here. Gotta be 20. Gotta be 20. Gotta be 20. 20. Sold to you. 17.5. 601. 17.5. 601. That'll do her. That's everything. Thanks everybody for coming in. Catch you next Monday. Feeder sale Saturday. Feeder sale Saturday, 12:30. Yeah, we got boxes up here. We'll get you. Oh, yeah. I don't know what you're going to do about that turkey. How far away do you guys live?